What's up, people? Hey. What's up, guys? I'm Kelsey Kalor, and this is my astrology channel. So, it's the summertime. It's hot as and we're gonna make it through, y'all. And since it's summertime, I got a couple of hot details for y'all to hear today. On July 21st, we have the Capricorn and full moon coming through. So if you're new to astrology and at beginner's level, what Capricorn sign even means is that it's an energy bringing in a sense of responsibility, productivity, and self-mastery and self-discipline. Oh yeah, and not to mention boundaries. Capricorn is big about hardworking boundaries, and it represents that fatherly energy. What does full moon in Capricorn even mean? So on July 21st, strong emotions to end, to finish, or to acknowledge and recognize something under the influence of responsibilities, your sense of boundaries, your sense of productivity, and your discipline. In other words, this means that it's time for us to commit to our life's work and shed anything that's distracting us, to reaching our purpose, our goals, our careers, and whatever else that we are so determined to get to. This is a time that we want to start practicing our sense of boundaries with people and things in life. And we also want to practice discipline. That means our attention is geared towards our priorities. So it's time to get really mature and put our big girl and big boy panties on. And you're probably saying, wait a minute, Kelsey, it's not that easy, especially not right now. Well, the best way to navigate this is by releasing any unnecessary pressure that has been standing in your way. And you've got to remember that you are your own person. So take this time to slow down and restore everything that you need in your life. And whenever we have a full moon in a zodiac sign, that means that we have a new moon in the opposite sign. Just like in my last video, we are under the new moon in Cancer influence. That means we're in full moon Capricorn influence. So this is a time where we want to take care of ourselves. It's all about self-care right now so that we can regenerate and get into our self that maybe only we know. And once you start taking care of yourself as a priority, everything will start to benefit. Also, you want to navigate this energy by assessing the structure of your life currently. Like, ask yourself, what part of your life where you feel like your efforts are feeling counterproductive and it's just leading you to be exhausted? And ask yourself, where in your life you feel like you're not being rewarded? Also, most importantly, ask yourself, where are you lacking firm boundaries in situations and in your relationships that are just unhealthy now? Capricorn energy is about getting real with yourself. It's ruled by the planet Saturn, and Saturn already lets us know how to come to reality. It's not like planet Neptune where everything feels fantasy driven and lack of structure. And it's not like planet Jupiter where everything's just, oh, so optimistic. Saturn grounds us by letting us know, okay, what is what? This is a situation that you just cannot control. So let's figure out how to master ourselves and discipline ourselves so that we can get better at whatever it is that we want to achieve. So you've heard these affirmations from me, so go ahead and do your work. Now, what we also have coming through July 21st is the Cancer season finally arriving. That means that the sun sign or the sun is transiting into Cancer now. And may I remind you, I'm doing sidereal astrology. It's the original form of astrology, and it's the most accurate form of astrology other than tropical astrology. And if you're not familiar what tropical astrology is the aka westernized astrology. It's the version of astrology that we use in America a lot more than other countries. And ancient times they use Vedic or sidereal astrology. Anyways, back to Cancer season. So what Cancer sign even means is that it rules familiarity, family matters, your emotional state, and your sense of foundation in your life. But now that the sun is entering into Cancer, this means that there's strong interest and milestones in regards to foundational matters, your home life, your emotional state, like I said, familiar things, and most importantly, your sense of security and comfort. Cancer also influences motherly figures in your life, and that's like the opposite of Capricorn. Capricorn rules the fatherly aspects in your life. So when we think of family reunions and get-togethers, we're thinking about the summertime, and it's probably because of Cancer's influence. At family reunions, everybody gets together and we all revisit our roots, and we all pretty much stand around the matriarch of the family who's hosting the dinners, who's hosting everybody, who's making sure everybody's okay and taking care of everybody, because that's what Cancer rules, is nurturing. Now, what the sun going into Cancer even means is that this energy could influence us to be protective, nurturing, and sensitive. There could also be a strong desire to be with your family or your loved ones. There's a chance that you could be feeling mushy and needing to express your compassionate side and your sincere feelings. And I know us Americans are not really used to doing all of that. There's only a few of us that are like that. That's why Cancer season is so short. But we're all in need of that side, because that's what brings us back to life and keeps us going, keeps us living. And if you're not really a mushy, compassionate person and you don't know how to talk sincerely, you could be longing for those feelings a little bit. However, on another note, beware of emotional manipulation during this season. Because think about it, just because somebody is getting you to pour out your sensitive side, you want to be aware that they're not just feeding off of this energy, because that's when it's pretty much selfish on their side. And a lot of people use that moment of you, that vulnerable side of you, just so they could get what they want out of you. And I just thank God that I am talented enough in the boundaries department. So be very mindful. But I don't want to emphasize too much on the whole manipulation part. There are honestly people who are compassionate and who really will be there for you whenever you just simply need it. You need a hug. You need to cry. Stuff that's mushy. So if you were born July 21st through August 10th, you are definitely a Cancer. And I noticed that I have a lot of friends who were born before that time, and I've never taken them as being emotional people. And it's probably because they are Geminis. Well, anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative for y'all. And also, if you want to get a one-on-one reading with me, go ahead and DM me on Instagram. And you could also inbox me TikTok or email me. And everything's below. Go ahead and click. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you like what you're hearing and you want to get more videos like this coming into astrology and knowing about predictions coming through. And like I said, get a one-on-one reading with me if you want to know further details about how to navigate these energies and what experiences you might have. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Happy Cancer season and Capricorn full moon.